All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. Still working on this tradesman trailer. We clean this lens. So, again, this is the tradesman trailer. This is the 4x4 job that we're working on. Let me show you what I've gotten done since the last clip. All right, so as I may have mentioned earlier in the video, this particular situation is going to have a removable tongue so that it's much easier to store this trailer. It's going to make it the tongue, the portion that's removable, only goes back to about right here. So it's 6 foot long, but I just drilled all my holes with that step bit, and so the receiver tongue, will come in. You'll have your first fastener, your second pin will be there, so you can put a lock here. So this is just a pin, part of a lock. There is a pin back here, so there will be a rear receiver where you can run a bike rack if you want, or a cargo rack to just basically extend what's happening, so you can have more storage if you want it, or one of any number of accessories I'm gonna have for that thing. Rear table, lots of different options. A rear basket for your microfiber towels if you're a detailer. Anyway, there will be a rear receiver. Like I said, this one's just sitting in there with the pin. So I got that hole drilled, the center section, and the front. There will be just a pin in the, well, actually, if you purchase one of these trailers, you're going to get 2 pins. It's just going to have standard pins. You can buy a lock if you'd like. Mine is going to have a lock on the front, as you see there, and then it'll have a pin in the back. And then should you run a receiver in the back like that, or a bike rack, you're going to need another pin. So, I got everything welded in. All I have to do now, since the tongue is good and I've pretty much got it centered, I'm gonna remove the tongue now so that I can get that center brace all welded in, and then I'll start working on, here's the axle. This is I only use Dexter axles, which, if you know anything about trailer parts, which most people don't, Rockwell American bought Dexter, so they're all merging now. So if it says Rockwell, it is Dexter, and they are made in America. I use the tall fasteners as far as the hardware kit goes. It's the 4-inch deal. I like the suspension to be at least 2.5 inches off of my center braces. Couple of examples is this full center brace runs all the way down the center here, and what was I saying? I don't know what I was talking about. Anyway, center brace there, full welded in, center brace there, we're gonna weld that one in. And so, oh, I know what I was talking about. I want the suspension to be at least 2.5, 3 inches off of the axle. So that's where we're at. 2.5 is minimum, 3 inches is ideal. And I've already mocked this up, so I know it's gonna be great. That axle will be going 60-40 up here. So the center of the axle is gonna be about right there. Again, we do the extended tongue because they back up far easier with an extended tongue. And then there'll be a 2-inch receiver here. And potentially, I might weld on a plate so I could run a little battery box up here. I'm not 100% sure. I want this particular tongue to be removable and storable. So basically I want you to be able to take it off and store the trailer easier than you can with this long tongue. So it makes, so this is essentially 4 foot and 4 foot. So this thing's 8 foot long, plus some change with the receiver that's getting mounted up front. So you got 8x4 or actually 8x6, because once I mount those fenders on here, we're gonna have that same situation, is extra width. So you're gonna have basically 8x6 or 4x6. 4x6 is gonna be easier to store. So that's my point. Anyway, that's where we're at. I'm gonna get that center section welded in. Then I am going to get the hardware for the axle mocked up and welded in, and then the fenders are gonna go on, and then it'll be a roller at that point, and I can start with the rack. So that is the plan. I'm probably only going to be able to get this welded in today, and then potentially the axle mocked up. So I will get some more done and bring you back.